Please click the subscribe button below. Subscribe for more episodes.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Afternoon, Mr. Okwori. You are here already. Yes.
I believe you gonna spend some reasonable time with me today.
For the continuation of my story, right?
Yes.
I'm not sure of spending the whole day here with you. But let's get started.
Okay, let's have a seat. What's all I offer you, please?
Don't worry for now. As we continue our discussion, I would let you know if there is need for me to take anything soft.
Okay, if you insist, thanks for coming.
It is my pleasure, sir. As I was telling you yesterday, I began to work for a woman who operates a restaurant. She was scared of taking me in, so I slept in the restaurant until I was able to get some money to rent my small apartment. Life was still not okay with me, but was better to be compared to when I was in the village. In all of these, I never stopped praying to God for help.
Please, don't cry. People around won't understand how you feel, but is all. Talk me, please.
Okay, I worked in the restaurant for 5 years. Before I met John Odeh. John was a soldier who had come to eat in the restaurant and fell for me.
Wow, same thing that got me attracted to you many years ago.
Stop, Jur. Don't remind me your disappearance, please.
It's okay.
John told me he stayed in Lagos. He is also from Okpoga in Okpokwa local government area.
Wow.
But he visited home because he was on leave. Then I was happy because I saw a brother in him.
Brother.
But we fell in love with each other and we proceeded.
Wait, fell in love with your brother again. We mean, just continue, ma.
Okwori. Don't get me mad at you.
Sorry, please.
He was far, but he tried all his possible best to keep in touch with me regularly. After a year, he returned back and told me he wanted to marry me. I accepted, but first told him everything that I had gone through. I was scared of losing him to death because of my misfortune. But he insisted he must marry me because he believes in God. We made arrangements on how to visit our villages. He took me to his uncle's. But I was rejected. Because of my experiences with all the people they took me in. He begged them, but they refused. He insisted he was going to marry me no matter what it was going to cost him. I took him to my people in the village. It was a similar story. I told them to collect my bride price. But they were scared of the unknown. But they blessed us and gave me to him without a dime paid.
Are you serious?
Yes. I was happy. Because their blessings were given and received by us. That was how we got married and I became Mrs. Teresa Odeh. We left home for Lagos. After 1 month, my husband went for a special duty in Sokoto State. And exactly 2 months of my stay in Lagos, information got to me that my husband died. He was shot by unknown gunmen while he was on duty. I went back to square one. I started life all over again. It was not funny.
I'm beginning to understand the pain you went through now. I'm so sorry.
After his burial, I was not allowed to mourn my husband in his village. I was sent out immediately after THW burial.
Wicked people in a wicked world. Human beings are so heartless.
Yes. But Bible says, everything work for good to them that love God and to them that are called according to his purpose. I went back to Lagos, hence his belongings were there. 21 days after his burial, my husband's brothers came and packed all his belongings, leaving my few things. 3 months after, the landlord told me the rent was due. It is either I renewed or I pack out. I was completely down then. I was 5 months gone when the landlord threw me out. I had no place to go. No one to help me.
It was actually a bad experience.
I was on the street of Lagos, begging to eat until a woman called Mrs. Bola sheltered me.
May God bless her.
Amen. She was rich and living comfortable with her husband. but they had no child. I was not allowed to go out, not even for antenatal. She took good care of me, fed me and clothed me until I was due for delivery. On the 9th of November in 1993, labor started. I was in pains, thinking I would be taken to the hospital. But I was not. I begged the woman, but she refused. I thought of leaving the house so that anyone could help me, but the gate was locked. I perceived danger with all the signs coming from Mrs. Bola. I thought of my baby, my life, and I begged God to help me.
I'm scared now.
I wanted labor pains until I gave birth to my child. I saw it was a baby boy. Without cleaning me up and under another serious pains, she carried my baby, gave him to her husband. She put me inside the car and drove me to an unknown place.
What a pathetic scenario.
I cried for help, but she was not moved. She drove me to an outskirt of Lagos, very close to Ogun State, and dumped me. Left me there with my clothes and 500,000 naira, while I was in pains. Some persons saw me bleeding and rushed me to a nearby maternity home. Nurses rushed out immediately to receive me. Before I could get to the ward, I gave birth to another child. Still boy.
God is wonderful.
Yes. After my delivery, I got myself. I was happy, because I hate twins. Despite one was taken away, I left THW hospital, got a small apartment for myself and my baby named Emmanuel, and we started a new life. I thought of tracing the woman's place, but I could not, because I was new in Lagos then, and could not relocate the place. I gave up, but prayed that God will bring my son back to me. I used the money given to me and I set up a business which I used to cater for myself and Emmanuel. The money was well utilized. Life became far better than before for me. I was only emotionally down, because the only one that showed me genuine love was taken away by death. I wished he could see his son. Sometimes I got encouraged, because Emmanuel is just the replica of his father. Emmanuel grew up and loved singing so much. I enrolled him in music since he loved music. He did well in both music and academics. Life continued till he finished his secondary school. I worked hard until he gained admission into Federal University of Agriculture in Makurdi, while Emmanuel was in school. He called and told me that he met with a new friend called Peter. Peter was his replica and also from Lagos but Yoruba tribe, and they were in the same department.
Wow, are you sure that not the second child that was taken away from you?
Don't rush, Mr. Okwori. Do you need water to calm your tension? I can see you are curious to know what's next.
Please, I'm serious.
Anyways, they go along until first semester break in 400 level. Please. I am already out of time.
Why are these two clapping?
Ha 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 ha. You want to hear all that happened today? But please, I don't have time again. When next we meet, I will make sure I tell you to the end of what happened to me and how the dynamic twins came about.
We still appreciate you for your time and energy. Till we meet again. Thank one again.
You are always welcome. Thanks for watching the episode 2 of the Dynamic Twins. Please subscribe for more episodes.